They don't think.
Now we don't carry come now way so. And of course, as they always describe them, now the Friday special with Uncle JD and in the studio with us. We will look through the major stories we will get for now and also open the phone lines for now to also call in and contribute in our own quarter to the whole discourse. So without wasting time, Uncle JD, you are welcome to As the Hot as usual.
Well, as once a morning, evening, how you doing? Now, wait to call up. You swallow for?
No, Kote, why hear me? I don't even understand. I just woke up this morning to notice this.
You get one thing I go give you, but I know if you talk this.
So I'm on medication now.
Forget medication. This one I give you at one time.
Oh my Lord. Yeah. Okay, I would appreciate that.
I know if you talk the let's be honest.
Okay. Once again, welcome Uncle JD. And we will go through the major stories we will give now. Also, as we talk, open the phone lines for now to call in and contribute. I mean, I don't forget to say the progress remains as it is hot. And my name never change. My name is Nkobi. And the first story we'll get for now got to do with this particular matter where they go on between the CBN governor, Godwin Emefiele, and them, of course, the fact say that they find out to arrest him. And the fact say, yes, they have to make it appear before court. Well, Emefiele, Governor Emefiele don't come back. And Jabla say, he and the DSS, they do hide and seek. And according to the report, they talk say, look, in the even they challenge the court matter, say, see, this particular acting one they provide, say, I do. When I go check out well, say, in hand, no day there. Say, he no day too, no be corporate to that matter. Say, in fact, he will question why did they carry out go court. And now what you get to talk there. And from that one, we also still in relation to Godwin Emefiele. Ever since he don't come back, he don't visit Oga Presido twice. The double say they hide, go see Oga Presido. And then these 2 times we don't go see him. The first one got to do with when they carry a particular delegation of Arab Bank for Economic Development, go meet Oga Presido. And that one at the first visit, he don't also come go see him. Once again, and so for him and Oga Presido to feel relate on issues where they affect our within Nigeria. And I guess, of course, we go also look into other to reconcile the economy. And from that one, we could something about Chatham House. You say Chatham House. Now the bride now. Anybody where you see, I'm going to Chatham House. Anybody where you see, I'm going to Chatham House. As the presidential candidate of the Labour Party, that is Oga P2B, don't carry waka, go Chatham House. Go talk to people way over there. And then from the discussion, they say, in the carry hand beat for his chest, say yes, so say in go ensure, say in do the needful. And in do the needful for Nigerians. And apart from that, we don't also forget, say, you also carry waka, go Kaduna State. We are sure people of Kaduna say no. When it comes to ensuring, say, you provide proper governance. Say he go do the best to make sure say Nigerians no go regret. And still on Chatham House tail again, the presidential candidate of the NNPP, that is the New Nigerian People's Party, and that is Alhaji Kwankwaso, also don't go and also go talking on. Say well, say of course, say if you look at say people know very very well as person say when it comes to talking, they talk and do. They go further ask a question we get to do with. That collaboration with Labour Party, the talk say it don't work. How to say Labour Party was too excited about the fact say their popularity just suddenly hit. That's how it hit. Say they don't even open eyes to understand the realities. And now it's in the talk. And I say based on Chatham House, Anek Chamo, that's Oga Yakub, carry waka, also go Chatham House. Go there, tell them there, say, look, the fact say a lot of presidential candidates don't come. Say himself, you don't go miss the trip. Say himself go come tell Chatham House what he go do. I can there constant assure, carry hand beat for chest, come assure them, say, for this coming election when you come, say he go make sure, say, he's very credible. And then also state the dates when they go do the election. Say the elections go hold according to the dates where they assure Nigerians say go hold. And from that particular story, more also can go to the matter we concern a local politician and who they talk this one. They talk about Tunde Bakari, Pastor Tunde Bakari, And Pastor Tunde Bakare come and come tell Nigerians, say, look, please, and please for the third time, anything wey relate to local politics, may they not put hand, may they not even say that they support them at all. Say, local politics, you just be like, say, and politics where they very selfish. Where we say the person just talk about himself. They even look into the needs of the nation where we say one can rule. Say, make them open their eyes, look into the needful things where they very important, and we concern to make sure say they bring proper development, proper governance to people where they want to rule. And finally, our major story for the day as well get to do with Atiku Gate. A particular voice will come out recently with allege say Oga Atiku say he dey involved for some kind of corruption matter. Well, the Presidential Council Campaign Council of the APC don't come out and say make Atiku, Alhaji Atiku come out to admit say that thing wey come out say na true. They make them not try way to take they want protect them or protect the interest. They make you just come admit say these things wey in do, this voice will come and say now wetin happen. Rather than to they beat about the bush, maybe they try find way to take cover up the entire matter we they talk about. Well, these are major stories. We go sharply enter this break. Well, we'll go this break, come back. We go do the needful by allowing our bonga guest, Uncle Jimmy Disu, to do it, to dissect the matter. Make we go with the come. Center will talk about that. Just like say the government something down here. They will seal up their ear. Once they seal up their ear, they will go back to.
You know, my best conversations are the ones that are the warmest.
It's nothing but God. Like, what if you never get to blow? Like, what if you never make it in life? What do you want to do with your life?
A lot of men, divorce is rampant.
It's not just about the interview, but about the connection.
I was a props man, the car props man. I was a producer.
Wow.
I'll be like,
I can't play your part, you can't play my part. You know, we have a lot of great conversations on With Today, but there are some of them that I say you have to watch.
Until you normalize mistake, you will never enjoy your life.
Yes.
This is
Deeply, this election will go happen, go be baba. Like, it go be baba.
We deserve a round of applause. Yes. T-Day today. And this, now I say they are.
Aside Hot Friday special with Jimmy Disu live every Friday 7 p.m. on top wazobiamax TV.
Ogbonge broadcast journalist, Uncle Jimmy Disu. This government has failed, by my own estimation.
Person when we say, when it comes to news work, he be senior man.
The level of suffering in this country. Vote for the person who will go improve your life, because after this 2023, there will be no excuses.
For talking, he be senior man.
They know that the man has difficulty. From health challenge to name it, it is there for you to see. The world has changed. That's why I tell you that people don't think, they don't think deeply. This election will go happen, go be baba. Like, it go be baba.
We deserve a round of applause. Yes.
T-Day
today. And this, now I say they are.
Aside Hot Friday special with Jimmy Disu.
If you just buy a helicopter, they'll be shouting, helicopter.
was saying I am
Shatta.
married to
Now wetin make you see plenty women outside wey be say they no get home training.
Now better women did this show. If you educate a woman, you're educating the nation. And for other people, this life is very hard. Don't be the source of another person's problem.
Find love first, leave society, because at the end of the day, na society go still bash you if you dey inside marriage where they beat you.
If anything happen, hello daddy.
Even me, I say which kind of problematic family be this?
So don't miss us too much, because before you blink like this, we
are
come
back
for you.
Independent.
Better Talk, showing Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday on top wazobiamax TV.
It remains Aside Hot. And as it be right now, without searching on all our major stories. And of course, as we talk, now a very special one with JD, we will go through all these stories. And once that time also reach for me to open the phone line, we also open the phone lines for our viewers to also contribute. So, Uncle JD, once again, welcome to Us the Hot.
Thank you.
So look at this particular first story we get to do with the CBN governor and the whole controversy with the with the revolve around them. And the fact that talk say it's supposed to go court, go court because of one particular money and all that. What will be your own take on this?
Well, so the issue of the courts, generally, if you know yourself and know your onions, you go to avoid to comment on anything with the courts because as I not be lawyer, I don't know the main issues.
Yeah.
But that court oneself, let me feel they get bigger problem. DSS at one time even went to court to talk, say they want to arrest him.
Yes.
Then he gets the problem of this new currency where you do powerful blocks want to deal with him. We can quickly talk that one where you talk about, say, you go see the president about the matter. No be so. The 2 visits where you go are official trips. Buhari no be president where you go see, say you won't talk about something will happen to you. You go just look you go talk finish, you go say, is that or yes? And you go in your own way. And it's that impression we then give us. It may feel himself, he not carry himself well. It may feel he not carry himself well. He fall my hand. Make I use the words of my good friend Moody. He fall my hand. He not behave in the mold of the central bank governors as we they know them. Whether it be say he get competency problems or the job enter in head, it must be one of the two. Because if you look at that time when they talk, say, for the first time in the history of this country, central bank governor won't join politics. He won't do this, he won't do that. So today we see picture of 1 yard where we say, want to boku for there, they don't put in photo. And then he get one habit. Anytime he get one small problem, one youth vanguard go stand up for say Luku, another youth vanguard go stand up for this. It too get involved in things that are unexpected of a central bank governor. Not before this country we say the likes of Ola Vincent, Clement Isong, a central bank governor is supposed to be like spirits. When they call you governor, don't be saying you'll be the 37th governor of the country. Governor is just governor of the state. Anywhere you find somebody in chancellor of the exchequer, all these people, they are usually steadied people, matured, not given to frivolity. You understand what I'm saying? But he go get in hand involved in so many things. Even one time I read one, this is my job now, analysis. He did one, so he say, he happy as controversy day about time. And I can't ask myself, say, waiting be all this. So a lot of the problem where you can't get today, are self-inflicted. I give you another example. How you go be central bank governor, you want change, whether you want change color of currency new or you want do anything, you know, even put a call through to the Minister for Finance. Just because by law, the CBN is independent. But there are some things, it is not everything that you do by law. I don't forget the word now. You're supposed to get what in Oyinbo they call 6 cents. As a matter of courtesy, you're even supposed to invite the Minister for Finance, either have lunch with him or her, and take her through the process unofficially. It doesn't disturb your independence. Are you saying you didn't trust the woman at that level? Even so, as the fall my hand reached, I wonder how the president approved it without him having a discussion with his minister. Because the Minister of Finance, I can't tell us by himself, say, he don't know what happened. So back to Emefiele, all this wahala where he gets, they make person doubt the competence level of the man.
But Uncle Jay, may I quickly chip in one question?
Yes.
Okay. Of course, you don't describe the position of the central bank governors, and over time, people don't do how polite and how decent they. So you know, say maybe he get one particular, if he say one particular person or somebody go actually day behind Emefiele when they give her this level of change.
Even the person day behind, you get the thing where they call discretion.
Job discretion, yes.
No, in life, all the things where they do, there is something called discretion, and you're supposed to apply it. A center, I don't know whether or not because in be banker and not economists. Because there's this argument they say, now economists supposed to be this. So maybe in a bit where he's not well grounded, he's going to take Shakara cover him. But I am telling you that he's the most controversial CBN governor we will get. He also have almost passed the governors when people elect for this thing. A CBN governor, like I said, it should be distanced. It should be, it's supposed to be in an institution.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be calm, not given to frivolities. Come talk for paper again, say, I am happy that they are all speculating. That time when they speculate, you don't know the damage that this thing has done to us. Your CBN governor. But then they hear say you go print new currency. You don't have discussion with the Minister of Finance. Which kind of government be that?
Of the Federation.
Of the Federation. I mean, so I don't understand. But all these things, my brother, all these things, it shows say the head self. Problem did there. The problem did there. That is why I will repeat for the umpteenth time that Nigeria needs a president that is virile, physically and mentally strong. Because imagine, see all these things that are happening. Now, embarrassment now. If they say get now president where they hands on, where they this kind of nonsense cannot happen.
Yeah.
A president, the time when they wanted the call of this, even though the CBN has its own independence, will ask them to meet him for breakfast. Minister for Finance go there here, MFLA go there here.
And they will iron them out there.
They will iron it out. I mean, I don't know.
Okay, moving forward, and of course, this one got to do with the Chatham House series. I would now go describe them as. And of course, several presidential candidates don't go there. And this time around, of course, the presidential candidate of the Labour Party, the presidential candidate of that is the NNPP, that's New Nigeria Party. All of them at some point go visit Chatham House recently. And they're looking at the presidential candidate of the Labour Party, that is Peter Obi, we carry Waka, go Kaduna, where you can't tell Kaduna people, say, look, the needful has to be done. Say, Nigerians ought to suffer to that point. And looking at Kaduna as the capital of the northern regions, say now something we say it's supposed to bring value. Say by either fit and trust that thing in me, say you go fit and give them require them result. Okay, this is someone from a particular region. I am assuring a section of people from another region say this is what I will do for you. Does that go far enough to say okay that looking at his past record that he could be given a chance, or perhaps do I put it this way, say the situation of the country, does it call for this particular region of people to say, okay, let's just give this man a try?
But which one you want? Make a talk Chatham House or make a talk Obi? You don't join all together now. So which one? Make a talk Obi? Make a take Chatham House first.
Let's start from Chatham House.
See, I am not a supporter of any. We can talk one word, but I can talk for anybody making go any Chatham House. We got our independence in 1960. If you want to go to Chatham House, why don't you go to all the countries of the major capitals of the world? From Chatham House, make you go to one for Germany, make you go to one for America, make you go to one for France. What is it? See, we are going through a second slavery, and our leaders are complicit. Our leaders are complicit. What in concern Chatham House when we get president, if you invite him, I go understand. That makes absolute sense to me. That okay, this is the new president of Nigeria. Okay, make it come, make we. But today you call this one Sote, you go call INEC. The INEC man self, we're supposed to be busy on a table. He lost 2 working days going to one Chatham House. Who was he talking to in Chatham House? Tell me. Nobody we're supposed to talk to. So this Obio, Kwakwan, so on, we go to Chatham, I not even look at. I not look at. It don't concern me. I not look at. Because, in fact, to be fair, I had thought that when Jagaban went the first time, I had thought that maybe he even influenced it.
Okay.
So for the newsy part of it, I look at. But when I can't see, say, now Now, charade, calling up our leaders to come and more or less defend their position. When they go Chatham House now, as you don't go Chatham House, come back. How many votes you go add? What is the value? It be like say, he go meet principal for school. Say, I mean, we supposed to. You see, we never get leaders where they deep. We never get leaders where they exposed and deep. Me, I go be presidential candidate, go one Chatham House. Say what's happen. No, say what's happen. To do what now? To spend 2 valuable days talking to people who not go cast votes? It's because also we don't have, and also because you see, the black man needs to liberate himself.
Black man is very
If it is to go, I don't mind presidential candidates going to meet Nigerians in the diaspora.
Yeah.
That is a different thing entirely. But you go Chatham House, half of the audience where they there, now you carry them go. So what is it? Half of the audience where go there, where they clap, that the people will follow the person, the candidates go.
Perhaps maybe the Chatham House gets international recognition who go feel spread across to other countries where people go feel no say, okay, who is this man?
My brother, make I tell you, everything that we do has an implication, especially at that level. I am not saying if Peter Obi or any one of them is invited in his own personal recognizance on a particular subject, I'm not saying don't interact. No, of course not. But I just find it a bit offensive. Say all our presidential candidates, even the INEC chief, all of them, then go Chatham House, come back. Go Chatham House, come back. If you say we don't know what we they do. We got independence in 1960, my brother. Yeah. If we now have a president, or president-elect, of course, the world would be interested. And that's because, say some of us get suspicion once in a while. Say these people, they get more than a passing interest. And I don't blame them. We Africans are the ones who don't know that we are living in a competitive world. Because our leaders don't sell us for nothing. Yes, sir, yes, sir. And that's where you're going to go. Give us aid. Give us this one. Give us, yes, sir, put hand for back. Yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir. Give us this, give us that. They go give you a poison chalice, you go swallow them. I forgot. I want to say, I say sometimes, I'm looking forward to the day we will have a full Nigerian nationalist leader. Where his head go correct well. That time I'll score. I beg second base. We have not liberated ourselves.
Wow.
Nkubi. We are yet to liberate ourselves.
Okay.
And like I said, we don't know that all these things have, they get various implications.
Okay, still moving forward, and of course, I know that particular Chatham House, this particular issue don't cover up the entire thing, and don't even concern the INEC chairman. We even go there. I mean, okay, still moving on. Of course, you hear about the Pastor Tunde Bakari, and the Imilokan politics where you come and issue. I say, Nigerians, please, anyway relate to Imilokan. No put them as an agenda in choosing a leader. And the job last, according to him, he described as more like a selfish interest kind of approach. And to make Nigerians look way beyond that to a leader where we say, we go feel looking to addressing the needs of the country. Okay, looking at this and looking at the facts, see, the local agenda is done, your party don't circulate. And for somebody like this to come out to also say, okay, let us overlook all these things and look at the reality. Does it pass the right message, or perhaps in the probably overstep your own boundaries as a man of God? But before then, Uncle JD, we'll quickly go this break. When we go this break, come back, we'll further look into this matter. So they come.
Talk about that. Your black the government some people down here. They will seal up their ear. Once they seal up their ear, they will go back to sleep.
Mr. Demola, you are a disgrace and you have disappointed me.
Hello and welcome to the show. Now, better talk with this.
Let me just buy a helicopter. They'll be shouting, helicopter, helicopter.
Was saying I am
Shatta.
married to
I beg now, Satan, leave you alone. Now, what make you see plenty women outside will be say they don't get home training.
Now, better women did this show. If you educate a woman, you're educating the nation. And for other people, this life is very hard. Don't be the source of another person's problem.
Find love first, leave society, because at the end of the day, now society go still bash you if you dey inside marriage where they beat you.
Event happen. Hello, daddy.
Even me, I see which kind of problematic family be this.
So don't miss us too much, because before you blink like this, we are back for you.
Independent.
Better Talk, showing Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday on Top wazobiamax TV.
Hello and welcome to the show. Now, better talk with this.
Let me just buy a helicopter. They'll be shouting, helicopter, helicopter.
Was saying I am
Shatta.
married to
I beg now, Satan, leave you alone. Now, what make you see plenty women outside will be say they don't get home training.
Now, better women did this show. If you
Congratulations. You have a beautiful baby girl.
A girl?
simple biology.
educate a woman, you're educating the nation. And for other people, this life is very hard. Don't be the source of another person's problem.
Find love first, leave society, because at the end of the day, now society go still bash you if you dey inside marriage where they beat you.
Event happen. Hello, daddy.
Even me, I see which kind of problematic family be this.
So don't miss us too much, because before you blink like this, we are back for you.
Independent.
Better Talk, showing Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday on Top wazobiamax TV.
Hello and welcome to the show. Now, better talk with this.
Let me just buy a helicopter. They'll be shouting, helicopter, helicopter.
Was saying I am
Shatta.
married to
I beg now, Satan, leave you alone. Now, what make you see plenty women outside will be say they don't get home training.
Now, better women did this show. If you educate a woman, you're educating the nation. And for other people, this life is very hard. Don't be the source of another person's problem.
Find love first, leave society, because at the end of the day, now society go still bash you if you dey inside marriage where they beat you.
Event happen. Hello, daddy.
Even me, I see which kind of problematic family be this.
So don't miss us too much, because before you blink like this, we are back for you.
Independent.
Better Talk, showing Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday on Top wazobiamax TV.
Hello and welcome to the show. Now, better talk with this.
That leaders, no, we shouldn't have selfish leaders, that kind of politics of Emilokon politics, and they moved on to other things. Pastor Bakari, the documents, the sermon where he preached on that day is a brilliant piece on Nigeria where we are now. It was the day where he preached now on the 15th of December, which of the 15th of January, which is Armed Forces Day.
Okay.
So what he did in that 36 or 38-page document is to analyze where we are coming from and where we did. So I don't know how they can take that Emilokon part alone, where everybody they talk Emilokon. He talk about the kind of leaders where we're supposed to get, where we're supposed to vote in. You know, the characteristics of a good leader. He talk of the characteristics of a bad leader. Excuse me. He talk about the sensitivities of religion and sensitivities of nationhood. Where everybody, when they talk, say, I be Igbo, I be Yoruba, everything.
Yes.
He talk about all those. He can't talk about the youths. The implication of waiting in talk about the youth, we say, it is time for them to get up, make them sweep all of us, we don't dey close to departure lounge, including myself, make them tear us come out from the political
system,
arena and system. So I don't want to make people begin the thing say maybe it targets Bola Tinubu. Yeah. No, of course, the APC people go react.
Oh, I guess that is what spike up.
Because and it did not say Emilokon, it said Emilokon kind of politics. Whether you like it or not, the word Emilokon, it don't enter the Nigerian lingo. You know, so anytime we get anything like this, you go get. Many people don't know say that start where they call Odeku. Now somebody name.
Yes, Odeku.
In the 60s, yes, now somebody name.
Oh, wow.
And the name has stuck up to today. So this Emilokon is a word that is a day inside Igbo they call a lexicon and will be for us for time River. You could not say there. So essentially, it's important make we not say no be the whole piece where you talk, no be about Emilokon. I also like to react to people who begin to examine Pastor Tunde Bakare. I think say common sense dictates that when you see a script, you read it, you digest it, you either like it or you should not be wasting valuable time thinking of. And I gave an example this morning. Make I quickly talk. I get one friend, JT. One day for in church, I follow him, JT or nobody, I follow him go in church, that's Celestial Church. Listen carefully, why people must know. Okay, the Celestial people, they go their own way for Badagry. Masquerade, they come. Masquerade reach near the Celestial people, now he begin deliver message. He deliver message, so I don't know, maybe even come out in mask and everything. But as he begin to deliver the message, the Celestial people can't get, they call them Badogba, you know. The Celestial people can't get one prophet to join them. Make them look what he is. They got a message from him. What I'm trying to say is that the messages and words that can liberate you, that can open your eyes, that can get you out of trouble, might not necessarily come from somebody you value. It be like a person who get PhD, in wife get stances, or he get stances of grade 2. When the woman want to talk, you go tell her, shut up. Don't you know that I have a PhD? So, for people who say, Pastor, na Christian, Pastor, one time, he don't support Tinubu before. So what? You need to read that piece. As he said, you need to read them. Or if you hear them for YouTube. So make them know they talk, say, every local politics is not good now. Make we cuckoo, tap everything, make we talk the truth. How can somebody come in front of people and say, it is my turn? The only people who can say it is my turn are the young people. And they will be saying it collectively.
Uncle J, I want to ask one question. But before them, I will quickly collect this call. I will get somebody, what they call us. Welcome to us the hot. Jennifer.
Hello?
Jennifer, we can hear you. Talk to us. Jennifer, will they hear you? Will they hear you? I beg, Jennifer, what you go do for us? We say, if they call us back, make sure you bring down the volume of your TV so that we'll go hear you. Okay, still looking at this issue, a few people also feel counter the fact, say yes, say for him to even use the word Emilokon, he might not necessarily be referring to the general purpose of this thing. He might just be restricting it to the fact, say, okay, this is my party. And people don't also align, say, look, it was, maybe say that, let's say, an agreement was had in that same party.
Wait. Why is everybody trying to second guess the man? If you read the script from page 1, I said, look on one paragraph. What he's saying the different kinds of politics. The politics of patriotism, the politics of thinking of people in general, then the selfish politics. And he said, He didn't refer to anybody. He said the Emiloko kind of politics.
Okay.
Why now can't they take scissors and shovel and this? I've been critical of Pastor Bakare before.
Okay.
To be honest with you, I mean, nobody say I not like him. I never met him before. I went to university with him at the same time, but I didn't know him. But I always like to listen to people, irrespective of what I think of them.
Uncle JJ, I beg, just pause.
Yes.
We got somebody with their telephone line. Hello, welcome to us, the hot.
Me, Uncle B.
Yeah, good evening.
Sorry for your
Boss,
voice. My name is Boss. I come from Abuja.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Uncle JD, well done.
How you doing, Boss?
I did fine, sir.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, sir. Sir, you do well, oh. This Chatham House, I don't talk about before. I tell Uncle B last week, at your Wednesday, I don't understand this Chatham House matter. Why our leaders, they don't go Chatham House? Anybody, they don't go Chatham. Not be tax that they pay. They know they enter their airplane. But when they go say go there, they can give us so we get here. Make organize us, make we campaign for them. They don't get plenty votes. More than that Chatham House they go. When they concern us with them, let me free ourselves from their slavery, please. Now, what you are going to talk for that over that? Then I don't say this thing I want.
Boss, if you don't forget, if you still call us back, if you remember.
Sorry.
So we get another person with our telephone line. Mary, good evening. Mary. Okay, so Uncle Jedi. Okay, moving on. You were actually saying something.
No, I don't talk finish. My advice to people will be say, you just read, read read through. I get them from my blog, jimedisu.com. You go see them there. You can read it. If you go YouTube, go look them, whichever one. But I recommend the reading one because you will be able to absorb it and digest it. These are the things that should be, put together for the history of our country future. If we had more people like Tunde Bakare talking in the mode in which he spoke, maybe this country would be in a better place. Somebody came and said the Milokon, nobody challenged him. All the elites, some were laughing, some went to hide their faces, and some were clapping. At that point, you should have been challenged. Okay, you can't talk like this now. But what happened? Some were dancing, some they do like say they forget something for us because they don't want that, and some were hailing him up. That kind of philosophy is not going to get us far.
Okay, till on that, we don't settle on that and make we move on. But before then, make we collect this call. Hello, good evening, welcome to us, the hot.
Hello?
Yeah, we hear you. Where they call us from?
Good evening.
Yeah, where are you calling us from?
Yeah.
Hello. I beg, I don't know whether na the telephone they get issues.
No, network.
So still moving on now, Uncle JD. So let us come back to this other story we get to do with Atiku and the allegation or the level against him about a particular voice not to the hear when he was in government as vice president. So and according to what they talk say in that particular voice now with one of I think probably one of his aides or something like that, and it got to do with something we got to do with money with the then president. And according to what they can talk, the APC don't they come out, don't they issue a statement say make he admit say this is a fact rather than the political party they represent. So they say that they put about the bush so that voice will not be owned, say not be harmed, so that forged voice and all that. So how much of this controversy and why did that anytime a particular controversy about someone come out and they were boldly written, they go still look for a way to say they go deny him, even when there are facts to prove it. But before that, we get somebody with that telephone line. Hello, welcome to us, the hot. Okujedi, over to you. But before then, sorry, Miriam, that telephone line. Madam Miriam.
Good evening, Nkud.
Good
And Uncle
evening.
JD.
Yeah. Evening, Miriam. How are you?
God bless the both of you. Uncle JD, you said it all. I've been reading up. We need more of you in this country. I think if we have like 20 of you, we will go really far. Let me start with the death of Queen Eliza. Did you see the way our leaders were being treated? They were denied all the luxury. They jam-packed them in a bus. I don't know if they don't have that feeling of shame. They didn't even feel anyhow. And now they are calling them from Chatham House to come because most of them avoided debate in Nigeria here, but they are running to Chatham House to go and talk. Yes. Then about Emiloko, we have seen what happened to the president of Cameroon of recent. We have seen the president of South Sudan. We have seen those ones. And now some people are blindly pushing us to receive the same disgrace that those other African countries are receiving. And we are not cursed in Africa. We are the smartest. In fact, Africa is the brain of the world. But it's just the kind of people we are having because of greed and selfishness. Some people will just close their eye and walk into the pit. But I'm asking the electorate to go and pick their PVCs, and I beg them to change this system. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Miriam, for this solid contribution.
Nice.
And Billy Jar, welcome to us, the hot, calling us from River State. Good day, hear you.
That could be good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Good evening, hello.
Uncle JD.
Now, how are you doing?
Fine. First of all, I want to express my displeasure over the way like a quarter our time. Because we don't reach 10 minutes to 8 o'clock when I go tell us bye-bye. That's not good now. At least we could have tried to arrange this program for us for at least 1 hour. Because it's very educative. Yeah?
No, Allah, go carry the matter.
The issue of presidential election coming up in February 25. The youths want to prove that we are really leaders of today and not really leaders of tomorrow. The response are supposed to be of tomorrow, not we that are leaders, that are youth that are supposed to be leaders of today. They keep on deceiving us, telling us that we are leaders of tomorrow. So it's not going to be acceptable this time. By February 25th, it's not good at the business as usual. The youths are going to give them their verdicts. That is why we are clamoring that every youth should go and get his or her PDC. That this year is our year. This election is our election. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Belija, for that contribution. Okay, JD, moving on to this. Okay, we'll get another caller. Okay, moving on. And I'm still on this Atiku gate, just as I said. Why is that? We know even when there are fact-finding issues, they out in the open, yet we will still find a way to say, okay, now it is either doctored. No, but we're not saying this is a fact, though. But at least we don't see cases where we see that fact, and yet they will say it is not, not be them, or maybe they use their computer, change them and all that. Why can't we just for once admit that, okay, this is us, and make us also do the needful?
First of all, if you admit, they go jail. If you admit, they go jail. That aside, we can paint the scenario as it be. We can paint them.
Okay.
Okay, so APC Council get together and they can't get somebody, I don't know whether they prompt them, I don't know who prompt them. He blow the whistle, supposedly, on Atiku. APC can't get together. They talk on authorities, make they arrest Atiku because of that whistleblowing effect. Whoever planned that project, that strategy for APC, it not knowing work. Do you know why?
Why?
Just give me 5 minutes, I will explain. Number one, the person where they talk on behalf of APC, where they point hand at Atiku, himself day on trial. Femi Fanega, he day on trial as we speak. So he himself gets his own whatever way he talk, say, I'm surprised, I'm this one, I'm that one. Himself, he day on trial. He never guilty, yes, but he day on trial. Hold that one first. Number two, by what we feel that we know, do you think that there is anything that Atiku has done in all his years of governance that the APC candidate too has not done? So that strategy of calling out Atiku on corrupt practices is going to backfire on the APC because it will bring the spotlight on the two of them. Nigerians are not fools. Nigerians are not stupid. We know that the main discussions in the country, close to 80% of them are managed by propagandists. In fact, you can find 8 people talking, but it's the same voice. But to think that the ordinary Nigerian is dead stupid, so what is going to happen is this. Of course, Atiku will not admit. Why should he? Instead of they're ready now to bring out why would you do that strategy when you know that these people are like Siamese twins in the perception of the average Nigerian? Even those who follow them will admit that, but now where man, the work man, the job, they'll give you all kinds of funny excuses. So to now spotlight corruption, so-called corruption on Atiku, is going to bounce back on the APC candidate Tinubu, and then the beneficiary will be who? Answer me now, Kubi. This sort of, when you call this now, your sort of is not fit talk. No, the beneficiary will be who? If you cannot talk, if you cannot talk, it's spell it.
The third force.
Which one is third force?
I mean, go be the beneficiary.
Go sit down. The beneficiary of this so-called way that they do is going to be Obi.
Not be the third force now.
Why you not fit talk him? You talk Atiku, you talk in name finish. You talk
Obi.
Tinubu.
Okay.
You don't late. I don't talk him. But talking seriously, one thing where I don't tell both the APC and the PDP is you need specialists to handle your media affairs. The APC just has, none of the people here is there in their council is an expert in PR. Festus Keyamo is a senior advocate of Nigeria. He talks as if he's in court. He's always on the defensive. What you find is that they usually, of the 3-4 people in that media council, they want to show their loyalty to their Oga rather because your job is to help attract voters to him. But people like Festus, all these people, they go out fighting in a bid to show the Oga say, I did. And I've told them it will backfire on them. But I've told them, so this, I'm not going to lose sleep over anybody that says anything about either Atiku or about Tinubu. My mind is clear. If your mind not clear, you people at home, if your minds are not clear, now you know. My mind is clear about the direction, at least for what we have. What we have is not perfect.
Yes.
Okay? What we have in our continent is not perfect. But my mind is clear, to put it politely, that Nigeria needs a clean break from the past and needs to move in another direction. We need to change the drivers of the bus where we dey inside. Make we put another driver. Make we promote analog, all this analog kind of life, and make we go digital. My mind is clear. So my advice to the two camps, as a professional, because I always like to do that.
If you just first, maybe because they tell us,
make we they go. Okay, first, what your candidates go do, and leave all this leave it.
Okay, and I don't hear from Oga Uncle JD himself. Make you face with your candidate they do, and then leave the rest. Now here we go say we're going to wrap up on this particular program, the Friday edition, and then we'll come back next week Monday as usual with another beautiful edition of Ask It A Hot. Till next week we'll go resume again. From my humble self and my brother Chukwudi no day here, and Uncle JD will join us today as usual. We'll say now bye bye.
Yesterday, I got a call from Glow. I won a 3-bedroom bungalow.
Yes, guys! Guess what? I won a car.
I won a generator by participating in the Festival of Joy promo by Glow.
Hey, Glow don't do this one for me. Glow to make it set to me with sewing machine.
I won generator last year. This year I won for
It's a celebration like no other with prizes like no other.